It is years since the Danube's water levels were so high at this time of year. More water brings a lot of benefits to local agriculture and electricity production, but not to this ecosystem. Instead of feeding life-needed water to the Danube side arms here, most of the flow is dedicated to the Gabčíkovo hydropower plant further downstream.
We always had a main side arms which had a flowing water. Now we have any side arm within whole area with flowing water.
Any water diverted to the side arms will not produce electricity at the Gabčíkovo power plant and is considered a waste. And this is the barrier that prevents the required volume of water for flowing to the delicate ecosystem. To minimize the losses and use the water that is released from the Danube into its side arms, authorities built this mini hydropower plant right after the barrier. The problem is that the power plant can use only 25 cubic meters of water per second, while the ecosystem needs far more. And to avoid wasting water, the authorities decided to limit the flow through the barrier to the mini hydropower plant's maximum water consumption. This power plant is owned by the state, which is also in charge of environmental policies, the same environment that is directly affected by the plant. And it is not only the lack of water that damages this ecosystem. Drone footage shows a beautiful and lush forest close to the Dobrohost power plant. But a closer look reveals that it is all man-made forest. To plant these thousands of poplar trees, the original floodplain trees and plants had to be removed. Even the conservationists from the government agency point out at the devastating effects of human actions here.
The entire ecosystem is degrading. The level of underground water is going down. In some places, forests are beginning to dry out. It is not only individual species that are threatened here, but the whole habitat of the floodplain forest is at risk, and the entire river ecosystem is degrading.
The authorities are still silent on the issue, but that might soon change, as the EU is threatening to take action if things remain the same. Aljoša Milenković, CGTN, Dobrohost.